This is going to be fun, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So, what is most fun about an event like this?
I just think, seeing all these people just coming up with great ideas, that's just fantastic. And see what they can do in one day, that's quite amazing, actually. Then we know that it usually takes a bit more time to actually put it into a full product, but still, it's just amazing. I think it's fantastic.
Like this kind. How do you kind of see the startup scene in Gothenburg, and why is this kind of event important for that kind of scene? So maybe you begin with.
I think it's becoming stronger and stronger. I think I've been in this event for 2 years ago, and I remember there was less people, but I see that it's becoming more and more tightened.
Yeah, and like, how visible are startups in Gothenburg? What is your kind of vision of that?
I think the startups are quite visible here in this city, and I can definitely agree with Fabiola that it has changed over the years. I've been working with my startup for about 3 years now, and 3 years ago was a totally different scene, and there was really not that much attention on startups. And for the past 2 years, I would say a lot of things have started. A lot of more focus on startup scene and the ecosystem that we have here in Gothenburg. So there is quite a lot of visibility for startups, I would say.
Yeah.
Can I add up on that?
Yeah, sure.
And also when traveling to other conferences around the world, you can definitely see that people are talking about Scandinavia as a startup, a very strong community coming forward. So I think it's definitely, like you say, something is happening here.
And if I can add to that.
Yeah, sure.
No, I think, like in Sweden, Stockholm has always been the big scene, right? And it's felt like in Gothenburg, we had a lot of companies and a lot of great people, but you didn't really see them, you didn't hear about them. And I agree with it's like 3, 4, 5 years ago, nothing was heard. But now it's a lot of meetups everywhere. So I think we're sort of overtaking the scene in a bit, and I think that's great because we have lots of super great and creative people around here. So this is a fantastic way of promoting that.
What is like your most important feature of any of these teams or ideas?
Well, I think from a jury perspective here, I really like to see the overall sort of idea and whether that can really fly in the end. I mean, during a day, it's hard to build all the technical pieces that you need, but just seeing that there is a creative and sort of energetic, I guess, force behind the whole idea, that's what I really want to see, that they believe in it, and that's the key to success.
I think what I'm mostly looking forward, besides the obvious part, which is very well-designed solutions, I think I would like to see a little bit of social responsibility in some of the ideas. I think that is very important. Sometimes it's easily forgotten, but I think that is what I'm looking mostly forward to.
And Fabiola just stole my answer because I was just about to say actually the same, except for the obvious. It would be really interesting to see if there are any kind of solutions to any of the social problems that we have. So that is something that I will look a little bit extra at.